Hello again, just another update. We've finally got the printer running. Wow, it's sort of running, it's sort of printing in air, so we've sort of tricked it into printing something out without having an extruder or a heat bed or a hot end, and I'll show you that in a minute, but just put the drill there just to give you an idea of the scale. And there's still a lot of tuning to be done, so if you have a look at some of the bearings, you can probably see one or two bearings aren't moving, so there's a bit of tuning to be done on the linear bearings. Belts probably could do with a bit of a tighten. Still not really happy with this cable management here, so I'll probably use something a bit stiffer and make it a bit longer. But otherwise, pretty happy. At least happy it's running. So printing a big toy at the moment. It's a 20-hour print, about 5 kilos of plastic. And we're running at about 150% speed, or 148, and it's 90% played through. I didn't start at the bottom. We're missing a Z end stop. We don't have a proximity sensor yet, so hence it's just printing in mid-air, and I've just got a bunch of wires hanging out of the electronics. So that's my Z end stop here. And what else can we say? Electronics, there was quite a few mods I did. This is an alternator board, a 1.5.7 board. A lot of changes had to be made on the back of it. I won't go through all of that at the moment, but yeah, I wasn't too happy with it. There's quite a bit of work that needed to be done on it to get it working. Just a couple of standard sort of what are they called, T6600 CNC stepper drivers. This one's for the Y, this one's for the Z motors. There's 4 motors, the 4 Z motors are on parallel, that's where I stick them all in parallel. There's plenty of current to drive them, heaps of torque, and even with the Ys I've actually wound the current right down. This is way too powerful for what it needs to be. And you can see on here we're actually using the standard X driver that you use on a standard 3D printer. It's plenty powerful enough. So cable management takes it up to there. Power supply's all hooked up and working. I've stuck a couple of sort of bus units on here just to tie in my 12 and ground wires cleanly. That's pretty much all there is to say there. You can see the little Mega sitting behind there. And as you can probably hear, there's a couple of rattles left there. So it's still a bit of tuning, obviously, but sort of quite happy with it. All the stepper motors are running at 1/16 instead of 132, and I've pretty much run out of things to say. Tarek's joined us today just to have a look, and still a bit of work to be done to tidy up the electronics, but otherwise sort of working. Heat bed's next, and then I'll work on the extruder.